morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dakal. The top stories first. Government extends prohibitory order in Kathmandu by a week. Retail stores will be allowed to open under new modality. Janata Samajwadi Party expels 4 leaders including Chairman Mahanta Thakur. The decision was taken after Thakur opted to join Oli government. Active cases of coronavirus declining, 68 fatalities reported across the country yesterday. WHO gives emergency approval to China's Sinovac vaccine. The move will likely support COVAX program. And Rafael Nadal advances to the next stage at the French Open. Top seed Novak Djokovic follows suit. Government authorities have extended the ongoing prohibitory order in Kathmandu Valley for a week with slight modifications. A meeting of the chief district officers of Kathmandu, Lalitpur and Bhaktapur yesterday decided to give continuity to the prohibitory order issued on May 28th. According to the CDO of Bhaktapur, Prem Prasad Bhattrai, retail and grocery shops as well as food stores and departmental stores will be allowed to open until 9 a.m. each day from June 4th when the new order comes into effect. Similarly, development works and construction activities will be allowed under certain conditions. The contractors need to arrange boarding facilities for the workers to undertake construction works. Likewise, vehicles carrying daily essentials and supplies can be operated following a fixed timetable. These activities had been curtailed by the May 28th decision. Other activities shall remain prohibited as per the previous decision. The modification comes in the wake of a declining rate of COVID-19 infections since the past few days. The ongoing prohibitory order expires on June the 3rd. Upendra Yadav group of Janata Samajwadi Party has expelled 4 leaders including party chairman Mahanta Thakur. An executive meeting at the party led by Yadav and Baburam Bhattrai decided to expel Thakur as well as senior leader Rajendra Mahato, Lakshman Lal Karna and Sarvendra Shukla for working against the welfare of the party. Majority of executive committee members voted against the 4 leaders. JSP has already informed the Election Commission about its decision to expel the leaders for working against the party. Thakur's group had decided to join the KP Oli-led government. Meanwhile, the government has signed a 6-point pact with Tharu Kalyankari Sabha to withdraw cases against Resam Chaudhary, the mastermind of Tikapur carnage. The Supreme Court has decided to conduct the next hearing on the writ petition filed against the dissolution of the House of Representatives on June 6th under a new constitutional bench. Chief Justice Cholendra Samser Rana made such announcement yesterday after the ongoing hearing was obstructed due to objections raised over some members of the bench. The bench, led by Chief Justice Rana, included Justices Deepak Kumar Karki, Dr. Anand Mohan Bhattrai, Tej Bahadur Kesi and Bam Kumar Shrestha. Questions were raised over the presence of Justices Kesi and Shrestha, who had announced the verdict to nullify the unification of Nepal the Communist Party and the reinstatement of the CPN-UML and CPN-Maoist Centre parties. Chief Justice Rana is now likely to constitute a new bench on the basis of seniority. The hearing on the case had begun last Friday. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 5,285 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 566,587, while the number of active cases has dropped to 104,789. The number of active cases was 106,470 a day ago. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 454,344 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. Meanwhile, the number of deaths from coronavirus declined sharply yesterday with just 68 fatalities compared to 114 a day earlier. With this, the total death toll from coronavirus has increased to 7,454. Nepal is currently among the top 41 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 34.1 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 28.2 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 171.5 million people across the world and claimed 3.56 million lives. Vivekshil Saja Party leader Ujjwal Thapa passed away yesterday. He was 44. Thapa had been hospitalized after testing positive for COVID-19. He breathed his last at 4:25 p.m. yesterday while undergoing treatment at the Medicity Hospital. Thapa had already recovered from COVID-19 but had developed other complications. According to a joint statement issued by his family and well-wishers, Thapa was undergoing treatment for frail health after testing negative for COVID-19 during the last test. And now the news from the economic front. The stock market index NEPSE declined by double digits on Wednesday. NEPSE, which had seen a minor correction on Tuesday, has further decreased by 13.79 points and reached 2,771.15. The sensitive index, which measures Class A indicators in the market, also declined by 3.69 points and reached 496.86. In the market, the indices of all other groups except Development Bank, Finance and other groups have declined. A total of 19.783 million shares of 216 companies were traded 98,607 times in the market, resulting in a turnover of rupees 3.84 billion. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Third seed Rafael Nadal began his bid for a 21st Grand Slam men's singles title with a straight set win against Australia's Alexei Popyrin. The 34-year-old Spaniard won his opener 6-3, 6-2, 7-6, 7-3. Serbian top seed Novak Djokovic also eased through to round 2, beating American Tennys Sandgren 6-2, 6-4, 6-2. Russian 7th seed Andrei Rublev is out after losing in 5 sets to German world number 42 Jan-Lennard Struff. Rublev's defeat means there is one fewer obstacle for Nadal in his side of the draw, as the Spaniard seeks to set an outright record for major men's singles titles, a milestone he shares with Roger Federer at present. The Russian was the highest seed behind Nadal in their quarter, with the pair projected to meet in the last 8. With the seedings based on world rankings, Nadal is third behind Djokovic and Daniil Medvedev this year and has been landed with a potentially tricky draw. For the first time, Nadal has found himself in the same half of the draw as Djokovic and Switzerland's Federer, who looked impressive on his return to Grand Slam tennis after a 16-month injury layoff. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Government extends prohibitory order in Kathmandu by a week. Retail stores will be allowed to open under new modality. Janata Samajwadi Party expels 4 leaders, including Chairman Mahanta Thakur. The decision was taken after Thakur opted to join Oli government. Active cases of coronavirus declining, 68 fatalities reported across the country yesterday. WHO gives emergency approval to China's Sinovac vaccine. The move will likely support COVAX program. And Rafael Nadal advances to the next stage at the French Open. Top seed Novak Djokovic follows suit. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.